Eala, Tjen advanced to Abu Dhabi Open doubles. Southeast Asia's rising tennis stars Eala and Tjen teamed up for the first time and held their ground to reach the doubles quarterfinals of the Abu Dhabi Open. The Filipino-Indonesian pair ousted Leylah Fernandez of Canada and France's Kristina Mladenovic in a thrilling three-set match, 7-5, 3-6, 10-6, in Wednesday's round of 16, Philippine time. In the decisive match tiebreak, Eala and Tjen rattled off 4 straight points to close out the win, despite a late rally from the Canadian-French duo. Earlier, the Southeast Asian pair had clawed back from a 0-2 deficit in the first set, holding set point at 5-4 before their opponents forced a race to 2. Eala and Tjen responded with a gutsy 11th game victory, carrying that momentum into the closing points. A new chapter in the sands of Abu Dhabi. The sun hung low over the Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center, warm, golden, and seemingly aware of the moments unfolding on the courts below. Against the backdrop of UAE's gleaming cityscape, 2 players from Southeast Asia stepped onto the hard court with determination, pride, and a shared dream that had brought them thousands of miles from home. These players were Eala of the Philippines and Tjen of Indonesia, an unlikely but electric doubles pairing that, in just one match, captured hearts and turned heads at the 2026 Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open. More than a match. It wasn't just another first-round match. It was a story of camaraderie, resilience, and rising talent. Eala and Tjen faced an experienced duo, Leylah Fernandez of Canada and French veteran Kristina Mladenovic, a former world #1 in doubles. Fernandez brings explosive athleticism, Mladenovic brings savvy and years of elite experience. Together, they were a formidable challenge. From the first serve, sparks flew. The match began as a dramatic dance. Eala and Tjen tested each other's signals and instincts, learned to trust reflexes, and communicated through split-second looks and gestures that only partners truly understand. In the end, they prevailed 7-5, 3-6, 1-0-6 in a climactic super tiebreak that pushed every ounce of heart they had into each point. Moments that mattered. The first set was a showcase of tension and poise. At 5-5, it felt as though the court itself held its breath. Eala's fearless net play mixed with Tjen's crafty returns saw them break ahead, capturing the set. Fernandez and Mladenovic regrouped in the second, returning serves like lightning, forcing unforced errors, and stealing momentum back. That set slipped away from the Southeast Asian duo. And then came the super tiebreak, tennis at its finest, unpredictable and thrilling. Eala and Tjen dug deep, responded to every Fernandez lob and every angled return with grit, creativity and the kind of synergy only true competitors can muster. Every point felt like a statement, "We belong here." And indeed they did. The power of partnership. Tennis fans know well that doubles is not just individual brilliance, it's chemistry. It's timing. It's 2 minds thinking, reacting, adjusting as one. Eala and Tjen hadn't been long-time partners on tour. This was their first time teaming up at this event, but from the very start there was something magnetic about their pairing. Eala, the gifted young star from the Philippines, had already been making waves this season, climbing up to a career-best WTA ranking and showcasing excellent all-court versatility. Tjen, the Indonesian dynamo, had risen rapidly up the rankings in recent times, bringing flair, fearless shot selection, and that sneaky slice backhand that can confound even experienced netsmen. On this night, their strengths didn't just add up, they multiplied. Beyond the scoreline. What does this victory mean beyond the scoreboard? For one, it's a testament to the rising influence of Southeast Asian tennis on the world stage, a reminder that the sport is no longer dominated by traditional powerhouses alone. 2 young women from vibrant but historically underrepresented tennis nations stood tall against veterans hailing from established tennis communities. This win also brings an emotional resonance. The stands were dotted with fans waving flags from Manila to Jakarta, cheering every point as though it were their own. In a flash, these athletes became more than competitors. They became symbols of possibility and progress back home, inspiration for young players dreaming of clay courts, hard courts, and stadium lights across the globe. History in motion. When the final point was etched into the night, 106 in the super tiebreak, Eala and Tjen threw their arms skyward. They had done more than advance to the quarterfinals. They had authored a moment of shared triumph, bound by national pride and professional breakthrough. For Eala, it was yet another milestone in a growing career that has seen her break personal bests, earn acclaim in singles and doubles, and now confirm her recognition as one of the sport's rising stars. For Tjen, it was a reaffirmation of steady ascent, the synthesis of hard work, grit and belief that got her from college courts in the United States to the global tennis spotlight. Tomorrow's court awaits. Looking ahead, Eala and Tjen may face familiar challenges, stronger seeded opponents, the weight of expectation, and the relentless pace of professional tennis. Yet as they walk into their quarterfinal match, hand in hand, warmed up, minds sharpened, they carry more than rackets. They carry dreams brushed with the gold of ambition and the thunderous pride of two nations watching, cheering, and celebrating their ascent. It's exciting, isn't it? The possibility of what comes next. The points earned, the confidence gained, the fans inspired. For sometimes in sport, innovation doesn't just happen through new coaches, new techniques, or new records, but through partnerships that remind us of the beauty at the heart of competition. Two souls daring to outplay limits together.